Pacquiao! £146.8 for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
That's our job. That's our job, to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight.
Floyd Mayweather weighs in 72.9 kilos, 72, 900, 160.38 pounds.
Well, I've been here so many times before, and just the atmosphere, the people, it's a great turnout, and I truly believe it's going.
During the opening stare-down before their upcoming rematch, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao shared a tense confrontation that quickly sparked a charged atmosphere between both fighters.
From Manny, now Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
He's older than me. I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a 8 different weight division is not that easy.
Manny looked completely locked in, showing confidence, composure, and total determination as he got set for another major battle inside the ring.
I'm back because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God, because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back.
The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God that I'm serving. I'm excited to the fight. I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. And I know, and I know the fans, they're waiting for a good.
Although there had been growing speculation that the matchup could fall apart, fresh updates from the boxing world confirmed the event is moving ahead, with reports on X saying Mayweather has accepted a legitimate fight. Speaking with Boxing Scene on Tuesday, Manny Pacquiao revealed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. officially agreed for their September 19th rematch to take place as a sanctioned professional contest. Veteran insider Lance Pugmire also confirmed the bout is finalized as a real professional fight instead of an exhibition, adding that Floyd has now accepted the conditions and stepped in to finalize the agreement.
Pacquiao says the fight is on, right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, you know, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money, and Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp, actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done, da, 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 da. And I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call fight hype Floyd's mouth.
Manny made it clear that Floyd no longer has any way to avoid the fight, pushing for the rematch to take place as an official professional bout. He emphasized how much the matchup means to him and stated that his goal is to give Floyd a hard lesson once they step into the ring together.
He had no way to get out of that. He has to fight. Yes.
Is it going to be an exhibition or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No.
sanction match.
Awesome. Manny, are you happy that you're going to get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are going to actually get in there again. Are you very excited to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but what would this win mean for you in particular? Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion and all. But what would a win over Floyd mean for you?
Oh, this is very important. I want to give him a one.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better. You can prove you're better than him. Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him.
Teach him a lesson. I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
Hey, how do you like the new gym? You own now the Mayweather gym. Now it's the Pacquiao gym.
Oh, I like it. I'm excited.
I heard the Mayweather promotion CEO say that if you guys have a successful rematch, there could be a third one. Manny, are you open to a trilogy?
What is that?
With Floyd, are you open to a trilogy? If they demand it.
We'll finish first.
Now that the matchup is officially set, Manny Pacquiao has gone back to work alongside trainer Freddie Roach, showing he is fully committed as he enters another strict and highly focused. Pacquiao revealed that he plans to restart camp at Freddie Roach Gym, highlighting his dedication to getting ready for the fight, improving his fitness, and returning to top condition before.
So soon I'm going to start training for Mayweather fight. Yes.
Robert Garcia believes Floyd is not training with full seriousness, while Manny remains completely committed to his preparation, spending time running through the mountains, working through intense workouts, and enduring tough sessions.
Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape, he's not training. I'll bet you deep in, behind the curtains, that was doing workouts. That's just to be in shape, to be able to box for 12 rounds. Mayweather's not killing himself in sparring. He's not killing his legs and running. But I bet you he's doing workouts that are not going to kill his legs and are not going to fuck him up when it comes to sparring. But I bet you he's in shape for the fight. And I bet you he's going to win by decision.
You think Mayweather's decision? Manny's motivated.
Manny's burning himself out. Too much runs like a true champion does. But he's 48.
Mayweather's older, Robert.
Yes, but he's not doing the same workouts that Manny's doing. Manny's showing it to the world. Manny's running in front of 50.
But he looks good when you watch.
He's running hard and his body can't take that much. His body can't take that much. Mayweather knows his body can't take that much. That's why he's doing different trainings to be in shape, but to be able to perform and to be fast and to win a decision. I guarantee.
Jose Ramirez, who spent time training in camp with Manny Pacquiao, praised the veteran fighter for still looking extremely quick and dangerous during gym sessions. According to Ramirez, Pacquiao regularly stopped sparring partners in training, proving that his punching power remains strong even at this stage of his career. He also shared that Manny follows a disciplined schedule, including daily road work to maintain elite.
If I had with them, I was going, 8-round sparring sections, dude.
What does Jose Ramirez learn from Manny Pacquiao? We've been camped with him 3 times. What did you pick up from him?
Honestly, his work ethic, you know, and then
the best work ethic.
The best work ethic.
Days off, no light days.
Every morning we used to get together and run. Even on sparring days, he runs.
With 20, 30, 50 people, even
yeah, man, he has he has a lot of support out there.
That's amazing. It's like a movie. It's like Rocky.
You know, we would go to the mall, and just because people knew we were his sparring partners, they wanted a picture with us. So
he's the man.
He had a lot of fans.
He's so humble, though. He doesn't know he's Manny Pacquiao. Very down to earth.
There was always like a crowd of 25 to 40 people outside the gym. From ladies to kids, just waiting for him. Just give them all money before he walked in.
Yeah, he's very generous.
And
he's very humble. He doesn't let the fame change. Like you never let the fame change you or nothing. You're the same person I met when you were a kid. But what did you learn boxing-wise besides work ethic? Is there any punch you learned? Is there any defensive move?
Pacquiao's work in sparring continues to highlight both his determination and high-level talent inside the gym. Ramirez points out that Manny attacks each round with complete focus and aggression, approaching training sessions with the same mindset he brings into real competition. His power remains highly dangerous, with sparring partners often struggling to continue once the pace and pressure increase. That level of consistency shows Pacquiao is still performing like an elite fighter, combining fast hands, precise timing, and explosive movement that continue to create problems for younger opponents. The sharpness he displays during camp is a reflection of both his discipline and his lasting capability to compete at the top level. To those watching closely, Pacquiao's preparation clearly reflects the mindset of a champion, showing that his age has done little to weaken either his competitive nature or his passion for fighting.
You know, Pacquiao always... What made Pacquiao very dangerous is that, you know, he was very explosive. So those punches that he just throw, you know, he just throw, and all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't see it coming.
It was that unexpected power. But it was put together by a combination of punches too. So
his feet set it up.
He had a heavy hand, so he used to snap his punches really good and pinpoint his shots really good. So he used to go to the top, body, back to the top, and the second one was just boom, one punch.
What's the craziest thing you've seen him do in the gym that's sparring partner? Not you.
Oh, brother, he, you know, I was lucky not to get hit by one of those left hands, but he dropped.
Everybody.
Every camp, he would drop one fighter, one sparring partner.
And that's
like,
it.
Clean.
And they don't come back next camp.
Well, you know, he dropped a couple in the Philippines, so they stayed there.
Paulie Malignaggi and Lance Pugmire have been analyzing the growing uncertainty around the possible rematch between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, noting how mixed reports and shifting statements have led to widespread confusion. Pugmire explains that Mayweather has never given any official confirmation following earlier talk of a potential exhibition fight, leaving the situation unclear. In contrast, Pacquiao has remained firm in his stance, making it clear that the bout should only happen as a fully sanctioned professional fight or not at all. The discussion also highlights how Pacquiao has been more open and vocal in shaping the narrative and sharing updates, while Mayweather has stayed largely silent throughout the ongoing speculation.
Pacquiao made announcements, no, they're not going to be...
Today, I have come all this way to talk to him. Is he going to talk to me? I don't know. And then finally, at the last minute, hey, what do you need? So
this pattern is also seen as consistent with past behavior from Floyd Mayweather, where even reporters like Lance Pugmire have admitted it becomes difficult to secure clear answers directly from him, as his communication often stays unclear until the final stages. Paulie Malignaggi adds that Mayweather's approach to negotiations is highly strategic and competitive, pointing out that he rarely compromises and instead works to keep full control of the situation, aiming to come out ahead not just in the ring but also in business talks and public discussions. This way of handling things helps explain why official confirmation around the fight has been slow to surface. Even with all the uncertainty, the panel believes the matchup always felt likely to happen eventually, suggesting that once Mayweather decides the timing is right, he will announce it on his own terms. Until then, they recommend patience, noting that this kind of delay is typical of how Mayweather operates. Manny Pacquiao has stated that staying undefeated does not automatically make a fighter the greatest of all time, indirectly challenging the self-proclaimed GOAT claims of Floyd Mayweather. He points out that history has already seen several boxers retire without a loss, meaning that record alone cannot be treated as something rare or unmatched. Instead, Pacquiao highlights his own legacy, stressing that he is the only fighter in boxing history to capture world titles in 8 different weight divisions and to remain a champion across 4 separate decades, spanning the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He says these achievements stand on their own without the need for self-promotion or comparison. Even with this, he continues to speak with humility, preferring to leave his overall place in boxing history for fans and observers to decide. At the same time, he makes his position on a possible rematch very clear, rejecting any idea of an exhibition and insisting that if the fight happens, it must be a fully sanctioned professional bout where both men are willing to take real risks and compete at the highest level.
Undefeated fighter, and you are. Yeah. What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he can't claim he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who undefeated, retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8 division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. Yeah. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair high. Your chair is high already, man.
I mean,
that's it. And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt in the 2020s.
2020, yes.
Yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's 4 decades. You know.
Jazz Mather explains that the huge financial stakes involved in the potential fight make it unlikely for either side to pull out, especially with a major global platform like Netflix offering massive exposure. He suggests that Floyd Mayweather is primarily driven by business value, and once the full scale of the deal becomes clear, it should help move negotiations forward. Mather also notes that discussions are currently being handled through legal representatives instead of direct communication with Mayweather, which has made the process more complicated. Even with ongoing delays and exchanges, he believes progress is still being made as all sides work toward reaching an agreement. A firm deadline has reportedly been set, adding pressure to finalize the deal. He remains optimistic that logic will prevail and that the financial rewards and worldwide attention will convince Mayweather's camp to sign off, although he also acknowledges that if the required terms are not satisfied, alternative strategies and potential legal action could still be considered.
He cares about money. And all that Floyd needs to see is, whoever is managing or representing Floyd today, I personally...
It's hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. I don't know what's going on over there.
Have you been in negotiations over the past week since Floyd started backtracking?
The attorneys are.
So you, not and who are they? They're dealing with Floyd's attorneys, not Floyd, correct?
Correct. We're dealing with attorneys. I mean, he's communicating with some of the other the production partners and such. There is direct conversation and stuff happening, but they just have to see the light as to the platform and the size of what Netflix is and what all opportunities it can bring.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this. Yeah. What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to... What is the hard deadline to get this resolved?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time?
14. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah. And we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. As long as he's got smart people around him that can see the size of the opportunity, then they can make him a lot of money. More money than he's made in the last 5 years.
Wade Plemon highlights that this matchup carries a certain danger because it is framed around the two GOATs narrative, pointing to Manny Pacquiao as an 8-division world champion whose legacy gives the fight its appeal. He explains that while such a label sounds impressive, both fighters are clearly beyond their peak years despite still having massive global recognition. He adds that Pacquiao, now 46, still delivered a respectable performance against Mario Barrios, proving he can remain competitive at a solid level. In comparison, Floyd Mayweather has continued staying active through exhibition bouts, including appearances against Logan Paul and John Gotti III, where he has still demonstrated sharp reflexes, even if the level of opposition has changed significantly.
This is supposed to be the two GOATs, like Manny Pacquiao, 8-division world champ. What are we talking about? And he doesn't necessarily look like that, but I will say Manny looked decent enough. I get 46 years old versus Mario Barrios, so he still got it at least to some degree, and we've seen Floyd in these exhibitions, with Leah Gotti's stepbrother. If you know, you know. John Gotti III. We've seen him against Logan Paul. We've seen him in these Deji, these exhibitions where he still has his reflexes. He still can fight, but oddly enough, this might be a hot take. When I watch it this second time around, Manny had the shoulder issue the first time in 2015, and they were still at the top of boxing, but their skills were fading. But this time around, them being a little older, a little slower, you may get a better fight out of it. Not necessarily a better looking aesthetically or higher skilled, but you may get a generally better fight. And again, you do something like this because it was, at the time, and still is, the most watched behind pay-per-view fight ever. They generated $600 million, I think, or something like that.
Plemon adds that even though both fighters are no longer operating at their absolute peak, as they were in 2010 or 2015, that natural decline could actually make the rematch more exciting in a different way. While it may not feature the highest technical version of each man, he believes it could result in a more aggressive, action-focused contest compared to their first encounter. He also highlights the enormous commercial impact of their original fight, which reportedly generated around $600 million and became the most watched pay-per-view event in boxing history. With a streaming platform like Netflix replacing traditional pay-per-view, he suggests the global audience could be even larger this time. Although he acknowledges criticism that boxing should invest more in rising talent, he argues that as long as legends can still draw massive crowds and perform at a competitive level, these blockbuster fights still hold significant value.
And Netflix, which doesn't, I mean, yes, it has a paywall, but it's not pay-per-view behind that. You're going to get a lot of people that tune into this thing once again, just for that last go-around, that last ride off into the sunset. So listen, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the skill that we would have seen had this been 2011, 2010 when it should have happened, but we still are going to get a decent enough fight. And I get both sides of the argument here when you're talking about, do we want to see it? Is it really good for the sport? Do we really need to see it? Are we going to have a better way of building the next generation of fighters to where we don't have to rely on these big one-off, exhibition type fights? I get all that and I hear it all, but I also think there's something to be said for if guys still have the ability, if they still are with it mentally and physically, and they still can draw a crowd, who's to say that we should stop them from fighting? It may not be the best look that this is who you get the biggest viewing numbers for, and that should be an indictment on boxing building its next generation.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.